Hey Gemini, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader. This is your bi-weekly and additional love reading, okay? So we're going to look at the week between, the time between the 26th of July and the 10th of August. 6 cards, so 3 for each week. And then I'm going to use this deck here to do your love reading. I'm just going to pull 3 cards just to look at the energies that are around you, Gemini, this last week and going into August, okay? That's just for love, okay? I've already shuffled your cards, Gemini, and you know that I love you, Gemini, because you've had some lovely energy. It's been a pleasure actually reading for you, Geminis. It really has. I've really enjoyed so far the readings that I've done for you guys, because it's always been very nice energy and I always want to be a Gemini for the week. So I've already shuffled, but I always do a little bit on camera, but the cards are actually ready, so let's get going. Okay, this card has literally been out so many times over the last couple of days. We've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Six of Cups, and we've got the Three of Swords. And that's for this week, the time between the 26th and the 2nd. And these 3 cards are for next week as well, okay? The following week, which is the 3rd to the 10th. This is your first card that wants to come out. I'm so glad that this card came out again, because when I picked up the cards and before I started shuffling, I noticed that. And obviously it wanted to be seen, so it's here. Okay, this wants to be your focus for your reading. Tiny, we can't see you there. Come here. Can't see you, Tiny. Oh, he's going to start barking in a minute. Anyway, Tiny's here. This is the first card that wanted to come out for you. The Ten of Cups. I think this is like the universe going like this. Well done, Gemini. Well done, Gemini. I think you've had, you know, some of you you've just really grown in your success. And even through the challenges, even through the difficulty of taking action. I know that I'm pretty sure actually you had this card, Page of Wands, in your last reading, which was up to the 25th. It is the 25th today actually, even though I'm recording this for the 26th, so maybe that energy is coming through, the Page of Wands energy. The Ten of Cups though is, you know, we love this card. It's a card about emotional abundance and joy, okay? And that comes from the inside. That's suggested that you found that within. You've connected to your potentially your inner child with these cards, the Page of Wands and the Six of Cups. You've connected with your inner child. You've connected with your the area that gives you the most joy, and you being happy and confident and going toward that. So that's with the Ten of Cups, and also suggestive of that with the Page of Wands. This is about it's fire energy, so it's related to the signs of Aries, Leo, Sag. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag this week, the week of the 26th to the 2nd. Some of you could be dealing with that person, or this could be your energy. It's an energy of motivation, inspiration, creativity, passion, enterprise, i.e. doing your own thing, having your own ideas, starting your own business, building that. Page of Wands, pages are always helpers. So it's a case of either someone's helping you with your enterprise, with the things that you want to bring to fruition, the things that you want to work towards and go towards. Someone's helping you feel like this. You know, you feel motivated to move. You feel you've got that initiative, that drive, that passion to go toward the things that you want. Or it could be that this is an energy, somebody, a person that's coming in to you, to help you, to give you a boost with your in that area. Let me just say though, there's sorry, just wait a minute. It's hard to hear that message, but I'm trying to. It's like there's a real want for personal freedom, Gemini. That's the message. There's a real want for personal freedom for you this week, 26th to the 2nd, okay? You know, some of you might be being a bit reckless, actually. To be fair, if I saw the Knight of Wands, I'd suggest that. But there's a real want for you for personal freedom. Or maybe you're in a relationship with a fire sign and there's a real want for them for personal freedom. Or you know, in the past, I don't want to talk about relationships because I'm going to do that at the end, but, you know, really, it could be that, it could be suggestive of that, couldn't it? You know, there's a real want for, this, you know, because of the past, because of the things that have happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, there could be from on your side, because of the betrayal that you felt, there's a want for emotional freedom. So some of you could be leaving relationships, some of you could be thinking back to how your relationship used to be before this type of event happened. Some of you could be ending relationships this week. This is a kind of betrayal, and it's one that's already happened, okay? So we've got to remember that this has already occurred, this event. You know, with the conscious energy though of the swords, it could be that you're becoming aware consciously of the impact of a betrayal from your past, maybe potentially from a childhood. It could, because pages relate to children. You know, it could be that your child has done something to upset and betray you, or that when you were a child you were let down by the people that were looking after you, or in a relationship, and it's like connecting. That's a similar message that I mean, I want to say Leo, maybe, you know, this is a fire sign, so it could be related to them. Actually, it could be related to Leo. For some of you could have had a past relationship with a Leo, or with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, and a younger person potentially, and that had quite a damaging impact. This past trauma, a damaging impact on you. But it's like you want to break free of that now, you know, and you can. Really, it's already, you know, because it's like it's already happened, and I think that you're like you're just really sort of clearing out the energies, really. And I'm going to leave that there so you can focus on the Ten of Cups, because that is really where you're headed. Okay, fabulous. Okay, this is very similar to a different reading that I've done, so whoever it is you're seeing, or I don't know, I would definitely check out the other readings anyway. You know, we've got this is for the next week then. So for the 3rd to the 10th, we've got the Fool card, we've got the 5 of Swords, and we've got the 7 of Cups, okay? So the Fool card is about a new beginning, isn't it? It's about going unencumbered. It's about taking a step unencumbered, free from the shackles and the chains that previously held you. You know, going forward in a new having a new start and a new direction, in a direction that brings you joy, okay, in a direction that brings you emotional fulfillment and really personal freedom. That is really beautiful, because this, thank you Tiny, but be quiet. Actually, if Tiny barks, we know that means something, don't we? So this idea of personal freedom, your personal freedom, is what is going to make you feel happy, and it's like you can overcome this. You know, we've got the Mercury goes retrograde on the 26th, and I think the 26th, I might have got this wrong, 26th, and then the full moon eclipse on the 27th. So it could be that the eclipse and the full moon eclipse, the 27th basically tomorrow, that you're eclipsing things out of your life, eclipsing cycles out of your life, and shifting perspective on yourself, on things that have previously happened, you know, seeing things from a different point of view. And it's difficult and it's challenging, that change. This is what this card represents, okay? This is your energy, Earth energy. And number 5s are always a card of change. Changes that are challenging, and changes that potentially have been brought about because of the influence of other people. And it could be that it's just your past thoughts, your past experiences, your past identity, almost, you know, how you used to fit, you know, how you used to see yourself, the type of person that you used to think you were, for example, and that's in conflict with actually who you actually really are. Or obviously it could be related to other people around you, maybe at work, maybe people spoke behind your back, maybe people weren't very kind to you. There's a situation, this could be linked to work actually, that you really want to get out of, you really want to get away from, you really want to move on from. That's the end. That's what it's telling me. You really want to move on from feeling suspicious about the people that you're around or that you're with. Maybe it's in a relationship, you know, maybe, I don't want to talk about relationships, we'll do that in a second, that's why I'm not talking about them, but obviously, yes, it could be a betrayal in a relationship, couldn't it? Okay, finally, for this, so this is your last card until the 3rd, for next week, the 3rd to the 10th, okay? So we've got the 7 of Cups there. So Cups energy is about our emotions, how we process them, our ability to love and feel love. That's what Cups energy is about. And the balance or imbalance of those things. Number 7s are challenges, internal, a journey that we must walk on our own. 7 is my master number, actually. That's my master number. And it's quite a philosophical number. It's about spiritual enlightenment and the seeking of that, the seeking of clarity, the seeking of enlightenment. And it's a journey, it's something that's internal to yourself, and it's one that you must walk on your own. So this card with emotions and choices and challenge and an internal journey, if you will, it's a case of, I think it's that the difference between where you were in your past and where you felt you were in your past and really who you are now. It's interesting because there's a new beginning coming for you. There's a new beginning that you want to start and to begin, and you want to go towards, that's going to give you joy. But it's like beneath the surface there is a lack of confidence. There's a lack, can you see it, Tiny? There's a lack of confidence. There's a lack, there he is, bless him. Beneath the surface there's potentially a lack of confidence. There's potentially a lack of not a lack, actually, a realization, actually, an understanding of what is beneath the surface and of how that's challenged you previously. It's cloudy. When I'm tapping into your energy, it's actually quite cloudy. This is your intuition, though. This is your intuition that's cloudy. It's not you above. It's not you above ground. It's the you. It's not the you that we see in the world. It's a you that's internal. So this is telling me that it's linked to the moon, actually, this for you, which is your intuition. And that means that maybe, I already mentioned the full moon in your reading, actually, but I'm just going to get a bit more clarity on this card. It's this one here, Justice. So there's something, I don't know, actually, if that's, I think that's actually might be linked to that. Yeah, just energetically, it doesn't, it's this one. King of Pentacles. So some of you could be making, it's a decision that some of you are trying to make and something you're trying to manifest, but it could be related to a person. So for some of you, it could be that you've decided there's a choice between a fire sign, an Aries, a water sign, or a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it's I can't explain how. Let me just try to just gather myself. Just a second, sorry. Okay, so there is definitely an opening up of your throat chakra and an opening up. Are you being able to express yourself to people? And I don't know how easy that's been for you in the past, or for some of you in the past. I don't know how easy that's been. But there's a new confidence and security on the surface. This is on the surface, and this is beneath the surface. So something's challenging you emotionally. It's definitely something from the past. It's probably this. But this could be betrayal from the past, from a parent, from a past relationship, from a guardian, or someone that loved, someone who is meant to be in a position of trust, betrayed your trust in the past. And I mean, if you're, for example, you're a child and a teacher betrays your trust. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a boyfriend or girlfriend, a husband or wife. It could be like a parent had an affair that betrays your trust, or a friend of yours, or your friends lied to you. But it's something from the past, actually. So it's like on the surface we've got this King of Pentacles, secure, and this is where you should be, because you have done a lot of work this last couple of years, Gemini. You should be feeling strong, confident, able to manifest, and you do. And I think you do, but I think beneath the surface there's a bit of confusion and, around this energy. So I think really for you, my head is actually hurting me. It's hurting physically now. And I really feel like it's because your energy, I'm tapping into your energy, and there's some, you maybe don't want to engage necessarily with it. You maybe don't want to engage with the past betrayal. You maybe don't want to sort of really consider it. You don't really want to think about it. But when we've got the Six of Cups, it's about taking this, looking back at this cycle and incorporating the wisdom from it, incorporating the wisdom from that betrayal. What did it teach you? How did it affect you? How does it currently affect you still? Does it affect your decision making, etc., etc.? Incorporate that wisdom from this, quite tragic betrayal, negative event in whoever it was. Incorporate that wisdom, and that so that you can really truly gain justice and find that. Some of you could literally be, it could literally be your justice. People could have been you don't ever want to talk about anything sort of too traumatic. I don't ever want to give examples that are too traumatic, but some of you could be, as children, let's say, were let's say taken advantage of, and there seems to be, and this is like years ago for some of you, and it's quite sensitive even now. Even me talking about it is sensitive, because I am actually connecting to someone's energy now, to people's energy now when I'm talking about this. So there's justice to be done, and there's a new beginning to come for you, and you can be happy with the outcome. So if you have been waiting to, this could have been a quite a difficult, challenging time, could have been a trial, could have been, like an actual trial in a court of law, and justice is done, justice is served. This is something that goes back for some of you years and years and years ago, and now we're getting the verdict in. It could be, in this country, in England, it can take months and months and months for the police to gather the evidence, and so you could have been waiting for months and months and months for people to gather the evidence and for the charges to be brought, for example. And so, but now you find out this person's getting charged, or I don't know what they call that in America, but bailed or whatever, I don't know. And you find out that this week, and it's something this week or next week, within the next couple of weeks, it's something that brings you joy, because justice is served. And I think that the fact that this card wanted to be the first card out, I'm going to put that there for you, because that's what you've got to focus on. And it's just that this difficulty for some of you that you've been experiencing, and this waiting for this justice to come through, it does leave you feeling like this, uncertain, and unable to move on, and able to move forward, and able to be free in the world and be yourself in the world, because of the confusion. But people are seeing this side of you, but you'll get your decision, and justice will be done, okay? And you will be having a new beginning with the Fool card, and you will be able to be happy about that, okay? So I hope that was good for you, and we'll quickly now we'll just pull 3 cards quickly for your love reader. Is it love? Love. Yes, it is love. We're just going to pull 3 cards. The cards are ready for you. There's a lot of energy going around, actually. There's a lot of energy in this reading. We've got the 7 of Wands. We've got the Sun card, and we've got the Star card. So we've got energy of healing. I just wanted to, for some reason, I wanted to pull this out. So that's about patience. But I'm going to talk about this card first of all. Look at that card. Isn't it pretty, this card? I just think she's so pretty, this woman, and I just love the card. I love the colours on it. I just really enjoy looking at the card, and I enjoy the energy of it as well. This is a real card of healing, and it's awareness for you, Gemini. It's awareness. It's awareness for you. That's where you are at. You gaining awareness in your you're starting to connect again with your heart chakra, and you're starting to open that up and to allow that to open. And, you know, be temperate in that, you know, be temperate in that. I mean, she's got the same, you know, the cups, the jugs, you know, because take your time with that, because it's, you know, for some of you, it's been a real, there's been some real trauma that has had to be overcome. And the universe wants you to know that it's in the universe's hands. The universe has got your back. The universe is looking after you. And healing can happen in love of self. Tiny, don't lick your bum on telly. Good boy. Can you see him? You can't see him, can you? There he is. Yeah, there he is. Goodbye, Tiny. Then we've got the Seven of Wands. This is about standing up for yourself and standing up for your beliefs and what it is. This is like you know, this is really connected to that other region, actually, to be fair. For some people, this is the court system thing, you know, the court system and justice being served. You know, in love, though, we're all going through some cleansing. You're all going through some cleansing, and you're being asked to be we're going through cleansing, we're going through healing, and you're being asked to be conscious of that. The universe is being very patient with you, actually. The universe is being very patient with you, and I enjoy that. I think that's a really good thing, because I think that some of you need that real level of support. You know, I think that the point is about love and these cards, and why they matter is because it's about these things in the past have stopped you from opening yourself up, showing yourself to the world. The Sun card is about that. The Sun card is about being you in the world, being free to be you, you know, being happy to be you. It's a kind of growth and expansion, and you know, more to come. You know, the more that we stand up for ourselves, the more we value ourselves, the more we get back, the better our life is, the abundance grows. So, and that's in love for this. So what I want you to think about for you is it's all internal. And as I said, that's been a theme, to be honest, but it's internal. So try to recognize the joy that's within you, and try to be in alignment with that. Try to tap into that, because that's the thing that's going to help to heal your the karmic cycles that you've had in the past with relationships. Okay, I'm really wishing you, Gemini, a lot of love, because I can feel the depth for some people of the traumas that you've been that you have experienced in the past. And you know, I want you to know that there's more good people in this world than there are bad. There's way more of us than there are of them, way more. And I just want you to sort of try to have some faith and some compassion for yourself, and some faith, i.e. belief, that this is what you've got coming to you. Okay, the sun and the stars, the universe has got your back. Okay, Gemini, I hope that was okay for you. I know it got a little bit, but you know, that's how it is sometimes in readings. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, Gemini. I always get good readings. I always get good views and things from you guys, and I always appreciate it. If the reading resonates with you, just like and comment, let me know. And I'll see you all next week for your August love readings. Thank you so much, Gemini. Have a fabulous July and August. I'll see you soon. Okay, take care. Thanks. Bye.